Hey guys, this is Oshi, and look at this. This is going to be a walkthrough, and then obviously a flip through is also posted. The link for that is in the description of a new magical meditation deck, which is legit. It's licensed basically because it's an inside edition, and it's Harry Potter. And when I saw this at first, I was like, a deck that actually maybe have some good Harry Potter cards in it, because there are some decks that are not official and not to my taste. I'm very, very, very picky when it comes to Harry Potter, so just in case. But this seemed like a good one because it's not a tarot, so there's less options to be, dissatisfied with the selections. And I think I saw 2 cards on the promo page on Amazon, and I was like, that's perfect. I need it, and so I ordered it, and it's here. So yeah, I have expectations. It arrived. The box arrived shrink wrapped, but I removed that already, and I saw this Sorting Hat identity card, and we're not. You can look at it. I'm not looking at it. So this is the. It kind of looks like a mirror, but it could be Roxford. Because the mirror is called different in English than in Hungarian, so I never know the names. But look at that headweed. I'm excited, and it's 64 card. For some reason I thought that there was just 40 something cards. I think I read it, or somewhere. But maybe I'm mixing it with the Marvel deck that's coming out, which I will also have. But I chose to include Luna because she's my favorite, and unfortunately. She didn't stand on her own when I tried on my table, but look at that, she's standing here on her own. It's magic. So yeah. This just makes me so happy. I know it's ridiculous, but hey. So yeah, Luna is here. I have a dragon here, a tiny one. So let's look at these. Let's look at this. Let's look at the deck. Oh my god, look at that. Ooh, it's a warm peachy color on the inside of the box, but who cares about that, am I right? We have a guidebook, which we will check but look at that, we're getting a tiny, not so tiny, but I don't know how close you can, how tight you can close it, because this is all it is, but we're getting a bag with it, with the silhouette of Roxford. No, what is it called in English? Hogwarts. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, I'm usually not happy, or I don't really care for bags, but this is awesome. It's such a nice touch, and I don't even know. It's not it's not soft. It has more of a. Oh god, do fabrics have core? But it seems a bit more stiff, so it's not gonna be that flimsy, which is nice. But yeah, I really like that. So let's check first, or is it spoilerish? Oh yes, okay, we're not checking it first because it's spoilerish, so we're checking the guidebook at the end. Yes, I hate spoilers. Oh, look at that, there are colors, different colors for, I'm assuming, I'm talking gibberish because I'm excited. Maybe there are, different categories for the cards. They are huge. I think my wielding relationship is standard oracle size, and it's bigger than that. We have family. How cool is that? That was just around. Yeah, so it's bigger. It's bigger. So I don't know how I can handle it because tiny hands, but whatever. I'm gonna deal with it. So yeah, let's start. Like I said, I can't. But I kind of feel like we should check the guidebook after all just to kind of see what the differences are, so we know. Okay, ignoring introduction, table of content introduction. It's already a card in, so ooh, it's quite long. Look at that. This is the card that I knew that I was getting, so that's something I'm not bothered. And it's there's a description of what it means. The hi-hat, about the hat. Oh, there's some movie trivia as well, which is interesting. And the quote. Consider the light and dark side of your personality. Cool. Which side do you think you have been choosing to act on the most lately? Oh, I like these questions. So we have 2 behind the magic for this one. Nice. I don't know why. Because this is like behind the magic as seen on the Black Family Tapestry in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. So I think it's more, I mean, it's an inside edition, so it's more based on the movies, unfortunately. Many members of the Black family are named after astronomical objects. Okay, films. Lola! Sorry, just look at that. This is such a good illustration. I mean, yeah, based on the actors, but... So you can use it as, I think if you're younger even, which is not a bad thing. But I don't know. Okay, so the main one is identity. You know, these should be the categories. I don't know. Identity, relationships, values and beliefs, personal growth, experiencing loss. Okay. Resistance and flights of fancy. So we're going backwards. We're not going backwards because I don't do that. So, okay, whatever. It's gonna be a surprise. So we have identity, and it's pretty much gives you the same intro as it was in the book. And okay, so what I read was okay, that was makes sense. That's why there were more than one magic trivia, because you can't clearly see where one card ends and where the other begins, which is kind of weird because it's different, you know, the what is it called in English? The editing, and on the cards as well. I don't like that, but hey, I have a thing for symmetry. But okay, so we have identity with the sorting hat, and then we have the same info here. And I think only the movie trivia was the extra information in the guidebook. Yeah, the behind the magic, which is, you know, you don't need that for using the deck, which is cool. I don't mind when I don't have to look for, you know, extra information. Unfortunately, the cardstock is quite soft. It doesn't have a core, so you have to be very careful with this one. And I don't really see the need for the size either. It could have been so much smaller and more easier. Oh, it's the same. Okay. Damn. I thought that we're gonna get multiple illustration, but not. Okay. I mean, I'm thinking that even though I like how it's aged around the borders, I think I can trim it to be in a size that I can actually, you know, use it, because I don't mind if I lose. I mean, it sucks, but hey. So yeah, now that I confused the hell out of everyone, let's just check all the cards. And I don't even know, do I need a flip through of this one? I don't think so. I mean, it's gonna be the same exact illustration, so there's no need. I was hoping there was different ones. Whatever. Disappointment. See, I told you I have big expectations and I'm picky. So the second identity card is about both the light and the dark side. The third one, why do I keep checking if this is different? The third one is about Luna. Oh, which, so fascinating. Okay, which character in the Harry Potter films do you most identify with? What is it about the character that resonates so strongly with you? These are good questions, to be honest. If you're thinking about your own identity, why do you want to be a certain person? And the next one is, have you ever had a job or a role thrust upon you that you would have preferred not to accept? How did you handle the situation? Did it change how you thought about yourself? That's a very good question. So even though, you know, This is a bit disappointing, and the size is big. These questions are really good. Okay, still. Okay. This connection between me and Voldemort. Yeah. Okay. We all have moments when we don't act our best due to stress or anger and grief. Has there ever been a time when you doubted your own innate goodness? Godness. That was Freudian. Yes, I did. If this is something that you're struggling with now, what sort of actions can you take to overcome these circumstances? Or should you, like Harry, go a little easier on yourself considering the overall situation? That's all. I like these questions. I don't like how they are differently formatted, because on this one it's easy to find the prompt. On this one, you're at first they're like, which one I read first? But I think I'm gonna get used to it, and yeah, I think I'm going to trim it because the size is ridiculous. Still the sorting hat. In this one, you can read it, you know the whole thing, but which Hogwarts house do you feel the least affinity with? What do you think that says about you? And it's not Slytherin for me, it's Ravenclaw, and because I don't think I will be ever that smart that people in Ravenclaw. I mean, I'm a Gryffindor, if that surprises you, why? But I could be in Slytherin, which shouldn't be surprising either as well. And then the third would be, Hufflepuff, because I wish I could be that nice and kind and caring and just, happy. But that's something that I struggle with, so I don't think I will ever end up there. And like I said, Ravenclaw, no way. No way. It is not our abilities that show what we truly are. It is our choices. I do agree with that. So think back to the last major choice that you made. What were the circumstances and how do you think that choice fits into your understanding of your identity? This part pretty much ties into the word of the year, which is self for me. So, wow. Okay, next one. Oh, don't do that to me. It's going to be harder to crop it. I mean, I wish I could give some feedback. Maybe I'm going to reach out and just tell them that please think about small-handed people as well. So in this one, what are your particular strengths and how do you use them in your daily life? What do these strengths tell you about who you are? Oh God, I love these books. These books are so important for me. And then we have, okay, with the relationships, we have Hedwig with a lovely pinky color, by the way. When facing adversity, which one is the one? But remember this, you have friends here, you're not alone. When facing adverse situation, it is important to remember you're not alone. Spend some time connecting with a friend or loved one. Give them a call, or better yet, meet up for coffee and catch up if you can. So in this one, no, I was thinking there are no questions, but no, it's just sometimes advice, sometimes question. The next one is, have you ever been jealous of a friend or a loved one? Of course. How did that affect your relationship? I'm assuming, thinking back, not well. Can you work to look at the typo. Overcome those feelings. Well, that's a big Z. Are the zombies? Is that the Zordo? Is it what it's called in English? You know, the dog in the tea leaves? But come on now, that was typesetting error. Okay. Yes, I know. Neville. Do you find these statements to be true? Obviously. Oh, see? The questions are really good. Think about the last time you confronted another person. Was it a friend or an enemy? How did that change the dynamic of the confrontation? Oh, so it's not, I was thinking that did it change the relationship? But no. Did it matter if it was someone you cared about or not? And I think it matters and it changes things, at least for me, for sure. Is there a relationship in your life that started out antagonistic and then became friendly? Or is there currently a person in your life you feel antagonistic toward, to whom you could extend the hand of friendship? What change could change? The walls of Hogwarts Castle are lined with moving pictures. I want that. If you could have a moving portrait of anyone in your life, who would it be? I mean, anyone? It would be my family. The whole. I'm not picking anyone, and they are here, so. Write them a letter. Good idea. Do that. Not email, actual letter. Send them with owl post. Who would you choose to be your secret keeper? Who do you trust the most? Trust issues, do you have them? Peter Pettigrew. Have you ever experienced great betrayal? In that moment, I thought it was, and then I grew up and I realized that it was just misunderstanding and communication issues. Of course, because I wasn't the best either. That's called growing up, which is cool. But I can see how this can be very useful for teenagers, actually. These questions are questions that I struggled the most when I was, when I was a teenager. Who is my friend? What is most important to me? Who am I? What the hell do I want from life and stuff like that? So if, I don't know, the first generation obviously are already parents now, but there's a new one, and there's always teenagers reading the books. So hopefully this is going to be a more, seen, because I think these questions are really good, can be useful. Think about the people who mentored you in your life. What was it about those people that helped you have confidence in them? Were they able to live up to your trust in them? Okay, and then we have with folks who looks kind of weird. Values and beliefs with a really nice blue. Imagine you had the opportunity to look into the mirror of Aries. That's the, okay. Desire. It's just desire, not the whole name. Because in Hungarian, the whole name is mirrored, not just this part, the name of it. Interesting. I learned something. I don't even Edevis. I can't remember what it says. Now I'm confused. But you don't care. But you're here, so sorry, not sorry. Imagine you had the opportunity to look into the mirror of Aries. Aries? That's how you say it? What would you see, and what do you think it says about your deepest desire? Oh, you don't want to know. What are your thoughts on fame? Is this something you would choose to have or not? No, because I don't see it as a positive for anyone. Okay, love potions. Values and beliefs. Love potions appear several times in the Harry Potter. Not just the movies, come on now, in the books. They work extremely well as Ron... Multiple times? Wasn't it just twice? They work extremely well as Ron discovers when he accidentally takes one in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Poor Ron. Considering their adverse effects, do you think love potions should be used? No, there's no point. Oh, no, it was 3 times. Because of Tom Denham and stuff, parents. If given the opportunity, do you think you could use... I hope not. I hope I would never be that tempted. Or desperate, or I don't even know. What superstitions do you believe in? Ooh, how much time do we have? I know. How do they affect the way you approach your life? I don't really believe in superstitions. Not in a way that I used to. Most of them I take them as just a good thing, like a good omen. When I see a black cat crossing in front of me, I always took that as being lucky. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Sometimes I might get a bit too attached to, using something that worked in a moment of crisis. I still using that after the crisis is gone, but I'm at a point now that I can be like, okay, I need to stop doing that, because if I don't, that's gonna be a connection that I can't stop later. because it's going to be too strong. Like, to give you an example, I have a Labradorite, a piece of Labradorite that I always for months now I wore it every day. It was on me in my pocket because it helps me calm down. But I got this beautiful bracelet from a friend with Labradorite, so I was like, I don't need that other piece, because that it's not that I need that certain piece to feel calm. I can be calm, especially wearing this one, or use it when I'm really stressed out. So I decided not to do that anymore. And because it was sort of getting to that point when I was like, if it's not on me, I'm not gonna be able to be calm, which is not how things should work. I don't like the car stuff. It's look at that. I can do waves with it. Oh god. Yes, I'm a cardstock snob. Think about your own family values. How have they shaped you into the person you've become? For sure they did. Weasleys, of course, it's about the Weasleys. Malfoy, have you ever had to question any of your beliefs? He had it hard. If so, what prompted you to begin to change your mind? Life. Experience. Imagine if you faced a similar choice. Oh, okay. So Harry did... Oh, God, I hate that there was 2 movies. Oh, God. I don't like the movies, just in case no one... that was a question. I don't like them, especially not these 2, because they mixed things up that was useless and pointless to mix. So Harry snaps the other one. Of course, it was good. And again, I hope I would be able to throw the ring into Mordor. And I hope I would be able to snap that wand. I don't know, to be honest. I think I'm more like a Ron in that sense. While we may come from different places and speak in different tongues, our hearts beat as one. This quote from Professor Dumbledore describes the value of extending a friendly hand to people whose backgrounds and perspectives are different from yours. Think about some ways in your own life that you can honor diversity and practice inclusion. That's cool. And we have a new one with a very, very bad picture of the Slytherin medallion. Battling our fears, but I like that. What memory would you use to conjure your Patronus? Spend some time reflecting on this, and the next time you're feeling scared or anxious, try meditating on this memory to protect yourself against harmful thoughts or worries. That's good, because there's quite a few meditation when you use, when you connect to a happy memory. Boggart is the... Oh, okay, I know what it is. What would your Boggart be? What shape would you force it to turn into if you could cast a ridiculous spell? Also a good question. Whoops. Dumbledore was a smart one, wasn't he? Words matter. I don't want to read it all. Please do read it, because it's too long. But yeah, get a great quote. What brings you happiness when you're experiencing your darkest moments? Have you... I think this can be used as, the center card, and then pulling tarot to help you get more into it. But these are great journal prompts. I'm totally gonna make myself something like this from my favorite parts from the books. I mean, obviously, when I have time. Have you ever had a moment where you let your insecurities get the better of you? Obviously. How did you manage to overcome them? Back then? I don't know, I don't think I was. Obliviate is for erasing memories. I don't think I would erase memories. I think there's enough that gets erased just by, how human mind works. Or I don't know, maybe there would be some, but then again, I would lose the experience that I learned from it. So yeah, how can you make peace with that memory? That's a very good question. Sometimes you need help. I'm summarizing to deal with something hard. Did they do that? You know, did they help? Did you accept the help? If not, why not? Do you think things would be different if you did? That's a very good one as well. I like these cards. Did I say that already? Do you have your own personal werewolf that you struggle with? Huh. Do you feel that your attitude toward it is justified, or like Professor Lupin, could you be letting fear hold you back from living your full life? I'm working on that. And then the next one, we have time. Oh god, I don't know the English one. Time gainer in direct translation, but I think that's right. I'm assuming it's gonna be somewhere mentioned here. We all struggle from time to time to believe in our own values and capabilities. Really? Just sometimes time? Oh, that's good. Make a list about your accomplishments so you can remember. Think about the last time you were faced with the choice between the easy path and the moral path, and you had a lovers. Which did you take? What consequences did it have? Was it a different choice you made earlier? Cool. I love Neville. How does Neville's story inspire you along your own journey? I mean, Neville had it hard as well, just like pretty much everybody. Just thinking about what happened to his parents and, you know, finding his strength because he wasn't that talented in the obvious fields of magic. But I think it's what's most important about him is you have to find who you are and what is your own thing and do that, and then you're gonna be amazing. Plus, you're always braver than you think. Honestly, don't you read? Yes, please, people, read. Hermione. Books play a huge part in how Hermione understands and interacts with the world. Have you ever come across a book or books that had a strong effect on your life? Harry Potter? What were they and why do you think they affected you so much? And the Dark Tower series as well. There's just so many. Books are amazing. People do go and do read. I mean, I'm assuming you guys who are here are, you know, reading. I'm not necessarily Harry Potter, but, you know, just books. Guidebooks at least. We all start out as students in life. Reflect on what you were like as a student. Ooh, better not. What did you learn? If you're still a student, I mean always, think about what you learned in the earlier years of your education and how those lessons help form the foundation for the kind of student you are now. That's interesting. I've definitely studied differently than I did when I was young. I don't belong here, I belong in your world at Hogwarts. Yeah, that. Where is your true home? Has this changed as you gotten older? What is it about this place that makes it so special to you? Oops. Let's not drop anything. I don't think shuffling this is gonna be easy. There's nothing wrong with a little daydreaming. But it's important not to get so caught up in dreams that you forget to enjoy your life. 7 of Cups. Oh, do something, you know. Explore, enjoy, and do some adventuring. Come on now. They're kind of stucking. Not stucking, but I don't know, I can't explain it. Why do you say films? I mean, I know, but come on now. folks. Would it be too annoying if I, like change that? No, I'm not going to. I know this is based on the movies. What obstacles have you overcome in your life and how did they shape your growth? Again, how much time do you have? And the next one, for experiencing loss, we have a ring. I'm assuming this is Dumbledore, the ring that, killed Dumbledore. The Tale of the Three Brothers from the Tales of Beedle the Bard reminds us about the importance of letting go of those we've lost. Do something small to honor the memory of a person you've lost. Place flowers on a memorial or cook a favorite dish. That's lovely. Light a candle for them. The important thing is to celebrate their life instead of focusing on the pain of their death. People who live without love experience loss every day. Yes. Today do something to bring a little more love into the world. Small act of kindness. Do you have someone whom you keep dear in your heart? How does their memory touch the way you live your life? I like this one. Grief is an important part in Harry Potter, and these questions are, part of our lives, especially these days. Have you ever experienced the return of something you thought you'd lost? What were the circumstances? I love that. Hedwig. Oh, Hedwig. Do you have a special animal companion that has brought you comfort during difficult moments? Have you ever lashed out after suffering a terrible blow? What were the consequences? Did it make you feel better or worse? I mean, the example with Harry is, the consequences are never good. So, yeah. How do you provide comfort and support to someone who is dealing with grief and loss? I suck at this one. I don't know how to do that. I don't know if you really can, besides saying that you're sorry and you're there, but especially not in person, I don't know how you... not even in person, I don't know what to do and what to say. So, yeah. Sometimes the loss is so profound that it has the power to reshape our lives. Have you experienced a loss like this, or do you know someone who has? Did it change things for the better or worse? We're getting quite deep questions here. And resistance with the sword of Gryffindor. Have you ever experienced prejudice in your life or witnessed it? Witnessed for sure. Prejudice, maybe just this usual sexist bullshit. Today take an action, big or small, to combat prejudice in the world. We have a card about Dobby. Dobby is kind and brave. Sometimes annoying, but kind and brave. What can you do today to honor the spirit of Dobby? Bridge. Oh, God. Have you ever had to deal with an authority figure, a teacher, boss, or parent who abused their authority like Professor Umbridge? Multiple times. What sort of acts of resistance did you take to handle the situation? I wasn't really in a place of being able to resist. It's sort of exciting, isn't it, breaking the rules? And, sometimes go and break some minor rule. Do you think of public spectacle like this, which was about, Fred and George, when they were, chasing off Umbridge, can be an effective way to protest a bad situation? I think sometimes, yes. Showing that the evil doesn't have as much power as, the evil pretends to have is a very, very powerful thing. And I would participate. They were very, very brave, and that was very important for people. Which you can see, how the students after that dealt with Umbridge. And the teachers as well. Have you ever been accused of something you didn't do? Of course. What did you do to try and prove you're innocent? And was it effective? Of course not. Because if you just tell and say that it wasn't you... yeah. Yeah, Dumbledore takes responsibility for Dumbledore's army. Have you ever taken responsibility for something you didn't do? That's a good question. I don't know. Or had someone take responsibility for something you did do? I bet. What were the consequences? Huh. Oh, we have just one. Okay. Big text. So daily profit. Yeah, which was used by the Ministry of Magic. Oh, it's about the media. Reminder to be careful not to take the media we consume at face value. Read the other side. That's a very good advice. Imagine if you could step into the room of requirement right at this moment. What would it become for you? A really peaceful place where I have food, I have books, I have just, a very, very comfortable place to sit and food. It would be lovely. If you could take the polyjuice potion, who would you turn into? What about the person or their life would you like to experience? I would do something horrible like rob a bank. I would, I would turn into someone who could have access to that. Of course, I would make sure that they had an alibi, so they wouldn't get in trouble for it. But I would take a few gold bars or something like that. Uncut diamonds. If you were an animagus, I wish I would. Animagus? How do you say that in English? What animal do you think you would turn into? Well, guess what? I don't think dragons are animals, because they are better than that. But I would still want to be a dragon, obviously. If you could use a time turner, nah, that was the one. Sorry, I just. Like I said, I know the names in Hungarian, so I don't really know everything. If you could use a time turner to go back and observe one day or moment in time, what would it be? Why is that particular day or time valuable to you? Where's my cat? I don't care, there's not much left. Would you volunteer to be a champion in the 3 Wizard tournament? No way. Why or why not? I'm not talented or anything enough for that. Tita! John! Would you use the Sorcerer's Stone if you could? Yeah. What are some of the benefits and drawbacks of immortality? Would it be worth it? I want to be a vampire, so at least extend. If you could use one spell from the Harry Potter films, what would it be? What about that particular spell is so appealing? Alohomora, maybe? That's very, very useful. Tita! She thinks it's, lunchtime. It's not yet. If you could take a dose of Felix Felicis, how would you use your run of good luck? What would you do? Ooh, that's very, very interesting. But, it's pretty much tells you what to do. So, I don't know, I don't think I would try to tell and try to use it in a way because it changes the course to be lucky. But yeah, I don't know yet. Oh, I didn't show you the Flight of Fancy, sorry. Because it was, green. But yeah, this was the deck. Let's try to shuffle it while I tell my cat to shut up, please. So yeah, I'm not gonna post a walkthrough because there's no use. Oh god, I can't really. Oh, it's very, 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 very big. It's okay. I need to trim this because I won't be able to use it. But I can shuffle it, but it's very hard. But yeah, I don't think there's a point. As you can see, there was not a lot of shuffling done. So yeah, there was some typos, the cards are big, but I think the journaling prompts are great. And they can be used, as a journaling, or you can be used in readings. It can be focuses for self care reading. So I think I'm gonna be using these for Feel Good Friday readings for sure. So yeah, this was my not short walkthrough, but you can see whatever was important for you in this deck. Please do let me know if you have it or you want to get it. Were you expecting different illustrations like me, or did you know that it's gonna be the same one? Is it too big for you as well? Will you trim it like me? And all that jazz. So thank you so much for being here. Please like, subscribe, comment down below because that all helps my channel. See you in the next one. Bye!